Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Emily, the home bookkeeper, and on this channel I help business owners and fellow freelance bookkeepers navigate the ever-changing QuickBooks Online, while also sharing insightful videos on all things business ownership and finance. As always, this is a sample company provided by QuickBooks for educational purposes only. In today's video, I am going to be reviewing the advanced settings. The advanced settings have many features that can have a huge impact on how QuickBooks works for your company. For example, you can change report settings, set up classes to track sales and expenses in specific locations, and turn on different automation features. So let's go ahead and get started. Head over to the gear icon in the top right corner of your screen, and under your company, select Account and Settings. Once inside the settings screen, head down and click on Advanced. There are 7 categories of advanced settings here. The first is the accounting settings. This is where you can set up your fiscal year. The first month of the fiscal year is almost always January, but in case your year ends June 30th, this is where you would want to edit for your starting date to be July 1st. Now, coming down to the accounting method, I prefer to keep the accounting method as accrual basis, even if you are a cash basis for your tax return, because you are always able to print your reports on a cash basis or accrual basis, regardless of what you select here. There is also a button to close the books. I always opt to select here to turn this on, so another error isn't made to the period where tax returns have already been filed. You can even add a password to protect your previous year data in reports. Next is the tax form section. Most will file a 1040, 1120, or a 1065, but in case you are unsure, simply select Not Sure, and your bookkeeper or accountant can assist you. The next section is Chart of Accounts, and the first thing you'll see is Enable Account Numbers. This is an organization tactic used mostly by financial professionals. Account numbers allow us to organize groups of accounts in the Chart of Accounts by a numerical family. Income accounts might start with 1, equity accounts might start with 2, expense accounts might start with 3, and so on. Oftentimes, people working in financial roles have minds and workflows that easily relate to numbers, and numbering the Chart of Accounts, especially for businesses that may have more than the average number of accounts, makes navigating them so much easier. Now, aside from the Enable Account Numbers, this section will look different based on the business style you selected during your QBO profile setup. You can delegate what income accounts you want to see common items go into. For example, if you run a cafe and collect tips on customer bills, then you may want all of the tips to be reserved into an undistributed tips account and to later be allocated to your staff. Let's go ahead and create that account here together. The next section is categories, and it's all about classes. I have gotten a ton of questions about classes and projects and how they differ, so I'm going to break it down the best that I can. So let's say you are a freelance yoga instructor and you teach classes all around your city. You may want to use classes to record things like your earnings at each location or income from the classes that you teach versus private lessons or events. Now, if you are a contractor who has multiple jobs going on, maybe you are a developer building a new housing neighborhood or managing multiple home remodels at once, then you would want to use projects. Classes allows you to separate your expenses and earnings, but projects gives you deeper insights and features that better let you manage your financials. Up next, we have automation settings. This is where you would turn on or off settings that allow you to automate tasks in QBO. This is great if you are somebody who likes their bookkeeping to be as hands-free and simplified as possible. Obviously, automating tasks will save time, but honestly, I like to keep a few of these manual just to better manage them. Below that is the project setting. This is where you can turn on projects if you are not seeing it available on your dashboard. And after that, we have currency. Simply select your home currency. You can also turn on multi-currency if you are a business that operates in multiple countries or accepts multiple forms of currency as payment. Multi-currency cannot be undone. Only turn on when you begin to do business in another country. I'll say it again. You cannot turn this off. Once it's on, it is on. And finally, we have other preferences. Here you can select your date formatting, your number formatting, the customer label setting. Maybe you prefer to call your customers clients, or if you're a nonprofit, donors would be better suited. You can also trigger warnings here for duplicates and your idle sign-off. And there you have it, advanced settings. If you can't seem to find something in QuickBooks or on your dashboard, always go ahead and check the settings. It may be in here, or it may need to be something that needs to be turned on, like the projects feature. For more business resources, my online self-paced home bookkeeper masterclass, business supplies, gadgets, must-haves, and more, make sure to check out edjconsultinggroup.com. And of course, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on those bell notifications so you'll never miss an upload. If you have any video or tutorial requests, make sure to leave them in the comments below. And for even more behind-the-scenes content of life as a home bookkeeper, feel free to follow me on Instagram @EmmaDawn and connect with me on LinkedIn. And if you need more assistance, private QuickBooks online coaching, or bookkeeping and payroll management, feel free to email or visit edjconsultinggroup.com. My firm is fully inclusive and ready to help you along wherever you may be in your entrepreneurship or personal wealth building journey.